Oh, well, here we go. It's been a long time since we've done this, hasn't it?
Sat in the studio.
Yeah, and done like a little bit of a talky vid. But you know, I've been on holiday.
Yeah.
I've been on holiday.
Been a busy bee
Yeah.
on your holiday.
Yeah, I have. I had a nice time. You know, something funny happened to me when I was on holiday.
Go on then.
So, you know I like a Scotch egg, yeah?
I do know you like a Scotch egg.
A little story, yeah? I was walking past the deli, and in the window was a Scotch egg, and it was the size of a bowling ball. I mean, it was like this. It was about a tenner.
A tenner for a Scotch egg.
So I went in there, and I said to the geezer behind the counter, "Can I have that?" He said, "Yeah." And as he was wrapping it up for me, I had a tap on the shoulder.
Go on then.
I turned around, and this bloke was standing there, and he says, "Tell Carl, Tamiya cars are rubbish," is what he said. Now, I was on a holiday, and it kind of caught me off guard a bit, and I went, "Oh, all right then." And he says, "Another thing." I said, "What's that?" And he says, "Tell him to wear his Tamiya t-shirt the right way round." True story. How about that?
That's quite amusing.
And I was on holiday. His name is Gary. So Gary, if you're watching, I told him what you said. We're starting to get recognised now. We've only got 10,000 subscribers, and
we ain't got 10,000 yet.
No, we haven't.
We're still not in double digits.
Oh no.
We've got 9,000.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. But listen, the nice part about being back is the first thing we did was take this thing out.
Do you know what? In fact, I'm going to have to move myself. My back, boss.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, I've been in pieces.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I do feel a bit bad about that.
Yeah. Everyone reckons you did it on purpose.
No, I didn't.
You did it on purpose.
I didn't.
You were sulking because I was the better driver than you.
Yeah, well, whatever. But look, here's the thing, right? I wouldn't normally go for a car like this because it's normally the touring cars or a race car or whatever. But do you know what? Wow. But it didn't disappoint, did it? Even on a 2S, it was pretty good. But on a 3S, it was rapid.
Rapid. And do you know what? It's a little bit scuffed up because we weren't playing on the soft grass where we were on the hard tarmac, and you definitely crashed it a few times.
I wouldn't say we tried to smash it because that's not what we do here at Popalong RC.
No.
It didn't break, nothing wrong with it whatsoever, and we properly put the thing through its paces. There's not a lot more to say about the thing, really. Where can people get it from?
Well, links in the description down below.
There you
Get
go.
it from there.
Yeah. Rochester RC.
Let's put that aside for now, shall we?
So what else should we... So we took that out. What else should we... this week I took my trusty touring car out because I'm getting this car ready for the Rug Races series. The second round, actually.
Second round of Rug Races. Now,
Yeah.
I've seen the footage of the first round.
Yep.
Track looked pretty impressive.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
It
really
did
good.
look
Yeah.
very good. By all accounts, the grip there is mega because it's a new carpet. They've got super high grip. I was chatting to one of the A finalists actually, and he reckons that lots of people were struggling with grip. They were grip
too
rolling.
much?
Grip rolling.
Ah, well, that's good for me because this car has never grip rolled, so maybe this will come into its own. Yeah, so I've done some upgrades on it. I've got the new battery mount on it, and I've got the Team Powers V5 17.5 turn brushless motor, which everybody's apparently using now.
So that is one part of it. So when we first got these touring cars, we did a series on sort of getting into touring cars and a budget car. Now, my car, my version of that, is still very much a budget car. I've got a Just Stock ESC in it, and I think I might still have the Just Stock motor in it at the moment. So it is what I would consider still a budget setup. You've upgraded a few things. You've upgraded the motor,
I've upgraded the motor. So I've also upgraded the ESC, which is now the Hobby Ring XR10 Pro.
That is a serious piece of kit.
Yeah, and do you know what? I can tell the difference. The transition of power's better, the braking's better, it's got more features on it. Obviously, I can't ramp up the timing and whatnot because we run in stock class. The car is merely let down by A, me, because I don't do it enough, and B, it's a little bit old now. So cars have kind of moved on a little bit, and what tends to happen with this car is I can't pour as much power into the corners as the top end cars do. But beyond that, it's actually a really good budget car to get started with, and it is the Team Powers T3M SNRC touring car.
Yeah, and there is a newer version of that car out.
The V2.
The V2.
Yeah.
But you showed me some footage, and we'll put it up on the screen now, of you running this car at our local club, which is a very low grip track, I do have to add.
Massively low grip.
And there was some RC royalty rocks up, didn't they?
There was some RC royalty. Andy Murray was there. He was testing a car there.
Yeah, an MI8 was it?
Yeah, I think so. And it was good. It was good to go back there because I haven't been there for ages. But look, at the end of the day, it was a bit of fun. I didn't come last. I ain't gonna win it. Not with him there.
Not with him there.
And the cars they got and that. So, but look, bottom line is, if you want to get into touring car racing, this is a very good car.
But you know what?
Yeah, what?
I'm quite like. Have you seen that manual that you got over there?
This one.
Yeah, that's for my latest car. So while you were on holiday, I was busy building that. The Cougar LD3.
How was the build? Was it good?
Do you know what? It was a pleasant build.
Yeah.
I got it done in like a little over a day, really.
Okay.
So it's a good
You
job.
rushed
I
it then?
I didn't rush it. I got it done so I can use it.
Rushed it.
Well, I could have given it to you, and I might have got it for Christmas if I was lucky.
But it won't fall apart if I do it. You know that.
Yeah.
You
We
know
shall
I'm
see.
not.
Anyway, what was I saying? So recently we had the Atom 3 on the channel.
Yes.
Got the LD3, which has
Yes.
just been released. So when do you think they're going to bring out an MI9?
Don't know. Hopefully at some point.
Maybe we should hold out for one of those.
That'd be nice to hold out for one of those, because the Schumacher cars over the years they just keep getting better. Don't they? They just keep improving them. I don't think they've ever been.
I don't
as
think
good
I'll
as
get
ever.
one.
What, a touring car?
No, doesn't interest me. Do you know what I will get though? So I can join you. I think I might get the FT8.
The FT8. What's that?
That's the Fronty.
Oh, the Fronty. Yeah, we need a Fronty on the channel, don't we?
I think I should get that.
Yeah.
I've been tempted, but once you step up from that car and you move away from the Team Powers car, I am not going to join you on the touring car journey. But because most touring car clubs now run Fronties, I might get a Fronty so I can still come along.
That's a really good idea, because again, the Fronty class looks seriously cool, because it's on a completely level playing field where people are using the Hobbywing just stock setup. There's a few things I think they do, like something to do with the RPM or something. I don't know much about it at this point.
I'll be getting the stock set up, chucking it in there, and won't be messing around with much.
Exactly.
But
so
I think the control tyres that they run as well at the BRCA, for me, I think that's the route I go. So maybe after Christmas and we start looking at the 2024 touring car, you can stick with your four-wheel drive.
I enjoy driving it. It's fast, it's quiet, it's smooth, and it's just a nice thing to drive. Do you know what would make it a little bit better though? I reckon if the BRCA decided to do a proper stock class, a bit like the Fronties, like the stock.
So that's a little bit more control. So you've got modifieds, which is rapid, and you have a stock class, is a bit more stock.
Because at the end of the day,
maybe just stock.
Just stock would be good. They've got to try and get more people into this. How are they going to try and get more people in? The motor for this was £104.
Yeah.
Right? The ESC was from Rochester RC. We got that. But that's an £150 ESC straight away.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dollars.
Whereas for me, obviously when we started this series, it was all about a stock touring car, and that is exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Just stock ESC, just stock motor, the car, and I think we're all in. We were, was it £500, and we had everything we needed.
Yeah. It still sounds like a lot, don't it?
It does sound like quite a lot, but I don't consider myself to be a bad driver. I'm not a brilliant driver. I'm not a sort of nationals level driver, but I'm an all right driver, and I can't compete. No. Not unless I'm willing to spend a lot of money. So yeah, maybe BRCA should think about just making a stock class a bit more stock, so it will attract more people.
I for one think it's a good idea. There will be people who probably won't like that.
Yeah, the people that have got slightly deeper pockets and like spending money on cars.
Very true.
But that's maybe not who the BRCA need to target at. They're already in the hobby. We need to get new blood in.
Correct.
Yeah. And do you know what? that makes me think about the work that Andy's been doing with the MTCs, because that really is a nice entry.
It is,
level
yeah. You got a
form of
carton,
racing.
which is a really nice cheap chassis, isn't it? And you can go in at quite a basic level, a cheap level, and go and do some good racing.
Then the express car's still not expensive, is it?
No, they're not.
The automatics, the Batcave car, which we featured on the channel, that is a little bit more expensive. But do you know what? It's still a good competitive class without breaking the bank. So maybe that's the answer, the MTCs.
Maybe it is our local clubs thriving with MTCs. It's never been a class.
They actually said you can't run your touring car there anymore.
Yeah, they're done now, and that's it. So that was my last night racing this car there. But this will just be used for maybe some regionals or something, some nationals or
well, we've got rug races.
That I'm looking forward to.
Maybe we could get down to Chippenham again.
Yeah, and take this.
Take that to Chippenham, because that track was amazing.
That'd be good.
That was big. Next year, hopefully, the MICC will kick off again. That's another one we want to get to.
Yeah.
And then in the summer, a bit more King of Clubs, maybe a few regional events and things like that. So I think there is room for us to run touring cars on the channel. For me, it was all right. I don't enjoy it the same way I enjoy some of my other forms of racing. Yeah. So I will probably look at going down the Fronty route. There's a few options there. But the Schumacher...
What was that? It broke.
Don't know what happened there.
That is one for the outtakes right there. That's the screen off the light, man.
I know.
We've got to buy another light now.
Do you know what happened to the light?
What happened to it?
The wife was hoovering and she hit the light with it and it fell down, bonked on the floor. And in true Carlos fashion, I gaffer taped it back together.
And you know what's happened? It's heated up.
The glue's
gaffer tape. And
unstuck itself.
Are you going to leave that bit in this video? I think you should leave that in this video. Because we're real like that. We don't edit like all the other ones and that. We just, it's roots. What you see is what you get.
It is almost one take.
One take, man. What you see is what you get. No nonsense. RC racing. That's how we roll here.
That is.
Innit? At Popalong RC.
Anyway,
I was actually going to say, before that light broke itself, I've got something to tell you.
Go on then.